What's up YouTube? This is Jazz on Jazzy the Tech TV. Welcome back to another video. Now folks, this is an update on the Galaxy Watch. I do apologize when I've done the unboxing. There's no battery power in there, but I've got it charged, and we just go over the features and the functions, and I'll speak a bit out how it's been for me and the battery life. I've also paired it up with my Note 10 Plus 5G model, so I'll go over that as well. So without ado and not wasting any time, let's go. Just before I start, one note folks, YouTube, all the general population out there, all our elders, our loved ones, our young ones, our children, with this coronavirus going on, it's very serious time, and well, I seem to think so, and I hope everyone's doing their little bit and taking care and consideration of others. If you're having to sneeze or cough, use a tissue. Don't touch your hands. Don't use your hands and touch your face, your mouth, your nose, as the entry points are your ears, your nose, and your mouth for this terrible coronavirus. What's going on? Wash your hands, dispose of any tissues, and as I said, be kind and considerate to others, especially the elders. Give them their space. In the UK, we have to follow this rule by I'd say, I think it was 12 meters distance or something, 6 feet, something like that, or 12 feet distance. So give yourselves a lot of distance from each other and the public, and do not have to go out unless you really have to. It's tough at this time, especially in the UK and other countries out there. As you all know, Italy is suffering a lot, and it started off in China. So just last note, stay safe, be considerate, think about others, wash your hands regularly. Every time you wash your hands, 20 seconds per hand wash. Get in there thoroughly, use soap, hand wash. Keep to hand as well, obviously, your hand sanitizer if you can't get to a sink or whatever. Try not to touch too many things, and if you do, just be careful. Anyone who's confined at home, obviously it's hard times, as everyone is used to going out, and that's how we've been brought up to be, and it's abnormal, and not to be going out. So obviously do just try to find things to do around the house. Maybe read, listen to your radio, to go to the old traditional way of doing stuff. Maybe just keeping yourselves busy, and stay safe. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead. This is a Galaxy Watch, and I believe I've got the 42mm model, which I done the unboxing on. I think it was about 2.5 weeks ago. But let's go ahead. I just want to note, I absolutely love this watch. It's a bit different to the one I had before. I had the Gear S. I think it was the Galaxy Gear S. But I'll pull that out in a further update in the next video, because I'll be doing regular updates on this, and to let you guys know how I'm getting on with this watch, and how I'm enjoying it. You've got some rubber straps. I'd say they're the sporty type, but these can be changed. You've got some pins there, and I believe that's your mechanism there. You just, if that can focus in, I believe all you're going to do is just click that to the left, and the straps come off easily. So those can be changed. There's a lot of options and selections out there. I'll let you guys know about that in the next video. Right, let's go through some of the features and the settings. Right, I've got it on this face dial, but I'll quickly go through the face dials before we go ahead. I've actually put a pen in this. So okay, let's move this away. I've actually got a pin in this to unlock it, just to keep safe. Okay, so let's just quickly put in this. Okay, so now I've unlocked that. So let's go through the face, the home screen face options. Right, so I've actually chose that one large. You have My Photo Plus. Right, sorry about this YouTube, I do apologize. It's unlocked. You have My Photo Plus. You have Peaks. You have Pop. You have Interpret. You have Fresh. You have Dual Dial. You have Fit Future. You have Urban Classics. You have Classic. You have Special Edition. You have My Style. You have Dual Clock. You have Tomcat. You have Classic. You have Analog. Utility Rings. My Day. Sporty Classic. Fitness Center, Frontier, Dashboard, and Galaxy Store. Right, quickly go over the buttons before I go ahead and talk about the watch. You have your back button there. Okay, you have your menu button there. Okay, I'm just going to put my pin in again. I do apologize about this, YouTube. It's because it's off my wrist. So you have your clear button there. You have your back button there. Your menu button there. Where you've got your apps. You've got your dial crown, which I absolutely love. So that takes you around your apps. You can scroll to the sides. Okay, and that gives you, that's like your home screen apps menu. Apps. So you've got 3 pages so far filled up. That's your back button, as I said, back to your home screen. Right, there's just one gripe I got with this, YouTube. But you know, the face is why I was showing you. The face options. I can't seem to find one. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love, for one, to have the battery meter on there. So this was the only nearest one I could find. But, you know, it's a bit of a bummer because I would like to have one which is more customized or a bit more pretty. For example, maybe this one or maybe that one, but with the battery meter option on there, so I can actually show what my battery level is, which is a shame. But then again, that's a minor gripe. I suppose I can live without that. But I'm using that one at the minute, which I absolutely love. So I have the 42mm, and you've got your sensor at the bottom. So you got your back button, so you got your home menu button, you got your back button, you got your crown dial. Okay. Now what I've also noticed is as well, you don't have to select the numbers. You can just turn it to select a number and it automatically selects it and inputs it. But I don't use that. I just quickly use my own way of doing that. Right, whoops. So let's quickly... Right, my bad, YouTube. I've actually gone ahead and taken the lock off now, so we have no problems. Right, so if we quickly go through the menu options. Right, let's start off with settings. Settings, you have actually got your watch faces, which we actually went through. So I'll just quickly show you that again. Okay, so you got your watch faces, what we went through. Okay, so your next one is watch always on, off. So that what that means is you've got the display of the watch always lit up 24/7, and I've got that off to save battery. You got your watch face order, so you can just probably just change that. Let's quickly go into that. Most recent first custom. Okay, you've got your hourly chime. So every hour on the hour of your clock, it will let you know that it's the next hour started. So if example, if it's 4:54, 6 minutes later at 5 p.m, it will let you know that it's turned 5 p.m. on the hour. I'll actually have that on. You got a notification indicator, which I've got on. Show status, which is on. Ongoing icons. Okay, so you have that in your watch faces. You've got your sound and vibration. So you just got your regular stuff. Sound mode, vibrate. Just a quick note, you can actually scroll up and down on the screen as well, but I actually use the crown. I find it much better, but that's another way. So you've got your sound mode, okay, and you got your vibrate, and you got your mute. Okay, you've got vibrate with sound for calls and notifications. You got your volume, and you got your vibration intensity, which I've got on strong because I like to have it vibrating good. Long vibration, which I've got switched on ringtone. So you got your different ringtones in there. Let's quickly go into there. You've got Stairway, Rising Star, Morph, Kalimba, Glassy Tone, Droplet, Digital Beep, and Classic Blossom. Beep Beep. Okay, so you've got all those, and you can actually go to add from your watch, add from watch as well. You got your ringtone vibration, notification sound, notification vibration, touch sounds, which I've got switched off. Okay, you've got your display. So if you go into your display, you've got your brightness, you got your auto low brightness, you get your screen timeout, and you got your show last app, background style, font. Okay, so let's see, what can we go into? You got auto low brightness, which I've got on. and my brightness is on 10. Screen timeout 5 minutes, which you can have less than that. You got your advanced. So in advanced, you got double press home key to get wake up big C. Wake up gestures on. Touch the watch to wake it up. Turn the screen on. Bezel wake up. Turn the bezel to wake up the watch. Water lock mode off and on. So if you get some water in there, because I understand it is waterproof, I'll have to check the statistics on that and how deep you can go in and for how long. I've got that off, but that apparently takes the water out. You've got a touch. I'll actually show you that in the next video. You've got touch sensitivity and do not disturb. Theater mode. So when you're in the theater, it's a bit like do not disturb. Okay, and you got your good night mode, daily briefing. So these settings you can adjust, and obviously according to let's have a look. Theater mode. So you can have it for example, theater mode. You know the movie's for 3 hours, so you just select the hour, and then that will not disturb you for that long. You got your good night mode. I presume that's a similar concept. Turn on now or turn on daily based on sleep patterns. Okay, and you've got your help. You got your daily briefing, edit quick settings, screen capture. Okay, so you got screen capture on as well. So basically, swipe across the screen from left to right while holding the power key to capture a screenshot and save it in gallery. Okay, I've got that on. Okay. You got your connections, just your usual stuff. So you got your Bluetooth, mobile networks. Now, just a quick note on the mobile network side. I've got this as a eSIM watch. It's not a physical SIM that goes into there. It's an eSIM built in, and the information gets transferred onto that SIM, whichever provider, whichever network you're with. For example, I originally got this on the EE network. I've now disconnected from that, and I've got it as a one number with Vodafone UK. So that can be done. You're not restricted to one network. I presume the eSIM models are always unlocked because it's not a physical SIM for some reason. Well, that's what I think anyway. I'll have to double check on that, guys, and get back to you on that one. But this, as I said, I presume was unlocked because I originally got it on EE. And now I'm using it on Vodafone, or it's just the way the concept overall works with mobile phones and watches. So that's something to keep in mind. But I've got it on the Vodafone network. So you got your mobile networks, mobile network auto on and off. Now I've got it on auto on and off because I don't want it draining battery. So even though you're connected to a Wi-Fi, you'll always have the mobile signal on, or if the screen's off. I don't want that. I've got it on auto on and off. So mobile data is switched on, data roaming, network operators, access point names, and remove all networks. Wi-Fi, just your usual stuff. You got your Wi-Fi always on, Wi-Fi networks. I keep that always on because obviously with sometimes in some points you might not get a network. So Wi-Fi is quite good to have always on. You got your Wi-Fi, so always on auto. In fact, I think I'll put that to auto and just give that a try, and then I might just change that and get back to you guys and see what the differences are. Wi-Fi networks connected using Bluetooth, so you got that option. Okay, coming back out of that, you've got your NFC, so I believe you can take mobile payments, Samsung Pay example. Let's just quickly go into that and see what's it. Okay, so you just got on and off, and you got tap and pay. So I might just switch that on and open with NFC. Okay, that's something else. Okay, so you got your alerts as well. That will alert you. Flight mode off, data usage. Okay, so you got your alerts, flight mode, data usage. Okay, so when you go into your data usage, so your location on, data usage, let's go into that quickly. So you got your mobile data on, data limit switched off. I don't actually really need to use that because I have unlimited data, but let's quickly go into that YouTube. Okay, that's not switching on for some reason. So monthly data usage cycle, that's monthly, weekly, etc. I'll keep that monthly. So you can put your start date in. So mine would be, I'd say the 14th. So you scroll your date, let's go down to the 14th. I can change that always later. 14th, usage details. So you get your usage details. So between the 14th of March and 14th of April, you've used about 4,000 KB. But we're still in Okay, your service provider may measure your usage differently. Okay, so that's quite handy. Moving on, you've got your location. I've got that on. Okay, you got your apps. Okay, so you got your layout. You got your basically your layout. You can have your rotary or list view. So if you go into list view and come back out of that. Okay, that's your list view. Okay, go back into settings. Let's move down. Let's go back into apps. Apps order from layout. So I want that as rotary view. So it'd be around the outer edging of the watch. Get your app order. Auto open apps. Apps will auto open when you select them on the apps list. Okay, let's have that on. I like that. And permissions. Okay, so you got your barometer, your Bixby voice contacts, daily briefing, dual dial, find my phone, fit future, fresh, Galaxy Store, gallery, messages, music, phone, pop, reminder, Samsung Health, Samsung Pay, special edition, watch faces, weather, system apps, etc. Individual apps, you got call, messages. Okay, so in security, so security, you got your usual stuff. You got your lock screen, you got your network pin, you got wake up gestures, account. So you got all your account stuff, accessibility, and general date time input. And you've got your battery. Let's quickly go into battery. So you get your standard, you got your power saving modes, a couple there, which is good. Watch only, that's without your 4G connection, I believe. Optimization, optimized battery. That will be, I believe, it's just like the optimization on your Samsung phones. So if we optimize that, see what that does. Okay, so that's been optimized. Watch always on. I don't have that on. I'll have it on automatic. So when I flick the wrist up, it tends to come on. So you move it down. So imagine if it's on your wrist, flick it down, it goes off. Flick it up, it switches on. Just the way it's come on there. Last but least, you got your screen timeout and your location, which is off. I don't like to have that. Wake up gesture, vibration intensity, long vibration, off. I think I might switch that on for calls and notifications. And you got your ringtone, rising star, ringtones basic, notification sounds. Okay, so what else do we have here? And you got your about watch. So we are on Galaxy. This model is Galaxy Watch F51F7, model number SMR815F. Okay, and you got your storage, which is 2.84. I've used out of 4 gig, which is left out of 4 gig. Device, legal info, and software. So you can go into software. Let's see if we've got an update. So I'm actually using the One UI watch version, which is 1.5, and it's operated by Tizen version, which is Samsung's own watch operating system. Knox version 2.4.0, Knox Tizen wearable SDK 2.4.0 SE for Tizen and Tima. Okay, so just a bit of information there. You got your legal information, you got your software, okay, which we've gone through, which got your battery, which is rated DC 5 volt 0.7A. Battery capacity is 270 milliamp hours, which I gotta say, folks, is quite good. I mean, I've charged, take this off the charger in the morning, and it lasts me by in the evening 7-8. I'm normally on about 40-50%, but then again, I haven't really bashed it. I've made a couple of calls off it. I'll check a couple of notifications on it. I'll just have a little play with it and mess around, but I am going to put it through its paces and bring some upcoming videos to it. But overall, it is comfortable to wear. One thing I notice is I find when I loosely wear it, it tends to slip a lot on the wrist. So I tend to have it a bit more tighter, but can sometimes just get a bit uncomfortable because obviously the rubber bands and tend to, when you get a bit of sweat on your wrist. But apart from that, it is a comfortable watch and something I love. I've got the 42mm model. I was debating on going for the 46mm model, but I thought with sometimes when you're walking past doors and frames, you can tend to knock and hit them. So that's one thing I've avoided. Just as well as I did YouTube, because I found, I don't know how I got this, but if you closely look on the crown, if I can just find what I'm looking for, bear with me. Okay, I have to. Okay, I think there we are. Yeah. So if you look carefully, there, where's it gone? There. Right. Okay. So if you can see, let's see if you can zoom into this. Bear with this, YouTube. Let's see if we can zoom into this. Okay, right. Anyway, I've got a bit of a scratch here, like a dent. It's just what I'm trying to show you guys. But bear with me. Okay. So if you look carefully, right, my bad, YouTube. I do apologize. But here, if you look carefully, there we go. There we have it. For some reason, I don't know how I got that little chip or scratch. Actually, you can see that better now, can't you? I don't know how I got that. So you know what? It is something that I would get some protection for, because at the end of the day, when I saw that, I was a bit gutted, and that was actually after 2 days use YouTube. So I'll definitely recommend that you get a case of it. Okay, on your home screen, swiping to the left, you've got your widgets, if you want to call them. I've got your weather one there. Let's pull him back on the screen. You've got your clock, you got your weather one, you got your shortcuts, you've got your fitness, you've got your contacts, you've got your remind me. So that's to do things like your reminders and notes. That's your calendar. You've got your stress, so that will measure via the sensor at the back, via the sensor that will measure how much stress you've got. We'll go through these on the next video. I'll have it on my wrist, and then we can go through a few of them and see if they actually work and how they work, and do they work well, or are there something that we can do with them? Do we need to use them or not? You've got your widget for your play music. So if we just go to that, let's see what's already on there. I don't think there's already anything on there. Okay, I think that might need to be connected to your watch. I need to double check YouTube whether we can actually download music on this. I believe so, you can. So that's something I might do, and then we'll go through a couple of the tracks and check out the sound. News briefing. You got your anti-barometer, you got your alarm, you got your calendar, you got your challenges, you got your calories, another fitness app, and that's that there. So you got your fitness, contacts, remind me, calendar, stress, another fitness workout, music, news briefing, anti-barometer, alarm, challenges. Okay, so we come out of that. So if we scroll to the left, to the right, to the left, I mean, you got your daily briefing, shortcut, you got tips, you got your trash. Okay, let's quickly go through. Let's have a quick look at this. So you got your app gallery there, you got your settings, you got your fitness tracker, you got your contacts, you've got your dialing app. This actually is not that bad at calling. I'll just make a quick call, but I find, turn the volume up, it does distort a bit. Let's just make a quick call. So okay, that's on number 6, and as you can see, it's connected to the phone, because I'm not using the actual network at the minute. It's actually using it through Bluetooth. So as soon as I come far away from the phone and disconnect from Bluetooth, it'll actually use my LTE connection. But if you listen to that,
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. To discuss the mobile number you're calling from, please press 1. Or to talk about a different mobile number, your landline or broadband, press 2.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I still didn't get that. To discuss the mobile number
I don't
you're
know if you can
calling
hear
from,
that, YouTube, but
please press
it sounds a
1.
bit tinny to me. But when I
Or to
turn it
talk
down
about
to
a
say
different
about
mobile number, your
3,
landline or broadband, press
it
2.
sounds reasonable there. But apart from that, you know, you can make
I'm
calls fine.
sorry, I
The other
still didn't
person
get
can
that.
hear you
To
fine.
talk to us about a
I
mobile
love this
account,
actual
please
light on it.
enter the mobile number
The
you wish to
animation on
discuss.
this, if you look at that
Or
when
to
you turn the
talk to us
volume,
about
that
your
is
landline or
absolutely
broadband,
beautiful.
please
And you know
enter
what? The
either
color
your
they
account
chose
number
is beautiful.
or home phone number now.
Let's just cut this off, YouTube. Okay. So I was using that hooked up, as you can see, and I'll show you how to hook that up, guys. You have to use the Samsung. I believe it is. Let's unlock the phone. The Galaxy wearable app. I don't know if you can see that, guys. It's a Galaxy wearable app, which is absolutely brilliant. I'll quickly open that up and I'll show you what you can do. You can quickly have more than 2 things connected to it. For example, I've got your Galaxy Watch. It shows you details of like your clock, your time, which face you're using on your watch, your battery percent, how long you got left, and connected to Bluetooth. But if you click the top thingy, I've got my Gear Icon X's as well. So simultaneously, you can have 2-3 devices connected via the app to Bluetooth on your phone. So that's one of the things I've got connected anyway, which I'll go over in my next video as well. So going back to the watch, what else do we have here? So you can go around with the dial, which I absolutely love. The feel of the crown is absolutely beautiful. You know what, I absolutely love it. The buttons are nice and soft and clicky, and you can feel a bit of a like a bounce or a vibration. You can feel like a bounce on the button, which is beautiful. So you've got your 2 buttons there. You've got your crown. You've got your speaker there, which I believe, you know, is quite loud, but as I said, it does distort and sounds a bit weird. I'm really definitely excited to use this and take this out and go jogging with it. I haven't had a chance at the minute, but what can I say? So you've got your contacts. Let's just quickly show you the contacts menu. So when you see your contacts, you just scroll down like that. One thing I suppose I would have loved with this, guys, I don't know if it sounds silly or if it would be possible, but I presume it can be possible with your Galaxy phones. Okay, so when you go to make a call, say I want to make a call to this person, I can't swipe left to just make the call and then swipe right. I mean, right to make the call and left to send a message as a quick shortcut. That's something what they, if they had added that, that would have been awesome. Let me just quickly show you what I mean on my actual phone. So if I go to a recent number, say Vodafone customer service, to swipe right, you can make a call. To send a message, you swipe left. You know, I don't know. I think it can be possible if the contact comes up there and you just swipe the contact, maybe. Don't know. What do you think, guys? Leave your thoughts about that in the comments below and we'll have a little bit of a discussion of that. But that's something I would have loved, that shortcut where you can just swipe to make that call. Overall, I think the battery life has been great up to now. As I said, by the evening, 40 to 50% I'm left with, sometimes 60% I'm left with. The dial, you know, is quite speedy as well, and I love the actual clicks, the integration of the clicks on it. It's absolutely beautiful when you're using it. The feel of the watch, it's nice. It's not too big, it's not too bulky. It has got a bit of a weight to it, you know, but it's reasonably good, okay, for people with small wrists. I find it fine. You know, I went for the smaller one because I thought it was a perfect fit. But I'll actually put it on my wrist and show you on the next video for the update. What I was going to say about it, the LTE connectivity, I haven't fully tested, but it seems okay. I've made a couple of calls. At the minute, it's connected to my phone because the network's a bit terrible here. But once I disconnect, I'll show you in the next video as well. You will quickly open up the Galaxy Store. Let's see if it opens up on the phone or the watch. Legal information contact. Click next. Okay, so I agree. Click next. Okay, so you get essential basics. So let's go in here. Spotify, timer, calculator, Samsung internet. Okay, so camera controller. So these are all your apps, featured, watch faces. Let's quickly go into watch faces. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. There's a few watch faces there, which is quite nice and neat. So I suppose what I love about this as well, I'm presuming because of the very first integration I had, the Gear S, you had to actually view the watch faces on the phone and then download them. But maybe these are pre-installed, or maybe these you don't have to do that, access it from the phone. But I'll have to check into that as well. But it seems like you've got them, you can access the gallery straight from your watch and not from via your phone, which is something neat. But as I said, I'll have to double check on that. You've got your top 3 apps as well, so that's something you can have a look at and download as well. But yep, YouTube, that's about it for today. But see, oh yeah, actually, so you have got the option where you can show them on the phone as well, but I've got it on the watch, which is quite neat. So yep, that's about it. But what I was gonna say, it's a good piece of tech. It's something that you must have, especially if you love your gadgets and you've got a Galaxy phone. You know, definitely pick one of these up. Whether size wise, I'd recommend, you've got a 46mm as well. I'd recommend you pick them up, try them on your wrist, and just have a feel and whether to see if they're hanging off the edges or whatever, meaning like the actual body of the watch, because you do want to avoid getting any nooks and crannies. Anyway, that's it for now. What's up, YouTube? This is Jazz on Jazz Tech 3 signing out. Bye for now.